Just one sunny day, and people start saying spring is just around the corner. Nope, that's just Chester.
I've been waiting for the weather to change. We've had everything from wind, snow, hail, rain, you name it, we've had it. So I finally got out to take a few sunny pictures to remind you all of what summer is about when it finally arrives. Now, with winter, when in January and February, everybody starts thinking about their holidays. And although I'm an advocate, or is that the word for it? I am somebody who promotes car camping, micro camping, if you will. I do appreciate that it's not for everybody. So I thought today we'd have a quick look at the alternatives and then show you why you should all be going camping with your car. Oops, almost forgot. Don't forget, as usual, stick to the end of the video because I've got another one of my usual top tips, or as the Americans like to say, hacks. And also, please, if you haven't already, if you're on your mobile phone, there's a little red button in the corner which says subscribe, do that. If you're on your computer or other things, just subscribe. Also, you can share it amongst your friends if you've got anybody you know who's also a camper. Share it, like it, and ding that little bell thing, and that'll give you a notification when the next video is out.
Right, to business. I could spout the positives of using your car to sleep in all day long, but if you are new to the scene and are weighing up the pros and cons, I think it's a good idea to look at what are the other options out there. I'm not going mad and going into great detail, but starting perhaps at what could be considered the higher end of the market, you could stay a few nights in your local hotel. Okay, I'm not talking the London Savoy or Hilton, but picking a random destination, you could be looking at around the £170 mark, based on two people sharing plus the cost of meals, etc. You could use a Premier Inn or Travel Lodge, which works out cheaper, but usually you have to pay for your meals on top. You could use a B&B, which will at least assure you of a decent breakfast. These are all great and do provide you with a high level of comfort, together with the stress-free convenience of having others do everything for you. But remember, you are paying per night. You could rent or buy a holiday home or static caravan. Prices vary considerably depending on the site, starting perhaps at around the £50,000 mark, but some of the five-star sites could cost you up to a couple of £100,000. These places can be lovely, but the downside of these are that, as the word suggests, they are static and you stay in one place.
Over the past week, when we have had a bit of good weather, I've been preparing this piece of ground. Over the past year, I've been doing my editing either in the back of the van or on the kitchen table, which isn't ideal because it has to get cleared away every time we eat. So the idea is this is going to be turned into my little garden office, come studio editing room, so that I can make my films just that little bit better and a bit more professional. So that's what I've been up to.
Modern-day caravans you tow behind your car nowadays are very luxurious. They give you the freedom to explore the open road, but are also expensive. Plus, like holiday homes, have quite high site fees. You also have the additional problem of where to park it when you aren't going travelling. Motorhomes are luxurious, but also very expensive. Their size can be an issue if you want to explore those wilder places, as you'd find out if you met any other traffic on one of those little roads with passing places. Coming down in size now, we have the campervans. Less expensive than the motorhomes, but they can still command a good price. They are well kitted out for all your needs. Okay, less space inside than the bigger vans, but more manoeuvrable for those narrow roads. Ideal for those perhaps with a family. They take up less space on your driveway, and you can just about get away with using it as your daily motor. You'd think now I would be coming to the car camping, but I'm not, and you'll understand why in a moment. Tents. Tents are versatile, come in various sizes, some small enough to put on your backpack or hang on your bike. Some are large enough to house your extended family. They are fairly cheap and can be used alongside some of the previous examples. To me, their only downside is our British weather. If you're a light sleeper, the sound of material buffeting around in the breeze can keep some people awake. They can be easily damaged, and I've known some blow away in bad weather. Most I would only use in the summer months. They also aren't really secure. Relatively new on the market is roof tents. This is one type of camping I have yet to experience, but I have friends who swear by them. They can be used in conjunction with car camping, perhaps where the kids are upstairs and the parents are in the car. They seem to be better insulated than traditional tents and appear to stand up to the wind well. Finally, I'm here at car camping, or as many of us prefer to call it, micro camping. Firstly, many campers travel to campsites in their cars anyway, so why not use them? And where do campers go if their tents blow away in the night? In their cars. Definitely the cheaper end of the market, with many people like me building home-built adaptations to the family car. Although kits are available to convert the multi-purpose vehicle, or van type, into mini camper vans, usually with a product called a boot jump. But I think it's more fun doing it yourself. Probably ridiculed and laughed at by some over the years, who perhaps fail to realise the advantages of using your car or van, as it provides a really good option for that all year around camping experience. Apart from the usual costs such as car tax, which on mine is only £30, compare that with a camper van, and I only pay fuel and campsite fees. I can use my car as the family motor or van during the week and then convert it in a matter of minutes to be used as a camper for the weekend trip. And I'm relatively warm in winter, so can camp all year round. Being kitted out with stoves, etc., I can pull in anywhere to cook a meal. The downside is space is at a premium, and you won't sleep more than two people, and then it's cosy.
So what you've all been waiting for, the time has come for this week's top tip. Well, imagine it is summer. I mean, it's a sunny day today, but I'm not going to go to the beach. But supposing you are going to the beach, you've got your car on a little campsite or somewhere like that, and it's overlooking a lovely beach, and you want to go swimming. So you've locked your car up. What do you do with the key? Do you stuff it down your Speedos or in ladies' bikinis or somewhere? But then again, if you want to go swimming, that's God knows what salt water would do to your keys. So the best idea is to try and hide it about your car. And to do that, there are many things you can do. You could, I mean, this is a little sunglasses case. You can pop your key into there, wrap it up, and you can hide it. I'll get onto the hiding bit in a moment. So that's one idea. They all tend to stem around glasses case, strangely enough. This is a really small one for some folding glasses. You could pop it into that and hide it about your car. This is one of the slimline ones. You could stick it into there. By far the best and my favourite is I've taken one of these pastel tins. Very useful, nice little size when you can figure out how to get into them. There you are. Put your key in there, lock it up and hide it about the external of your car. But what you're better off doing first is painting it all black so it'll disappear quite easily. And what I've done to this one is I've mounted a couple of quite strong magnets on the bottom. So now let's have a look at the car. So you've got the key secreted away in your box, bag or whatever. What do you do with it? Well, if you've got the back with the strings on the back, you can very carefully stuff it up the exhaust. Just leave enough string that you can grab it to pull it back out again. Obviously, you do all these things when you're not being watched. Unfortunately, I have my metal tin here with the magnets on. A lot of modern cars are made out of plastic. This one isn't so modern, so it's still metal. But under the wheel arches, where in the past we would have put something like this, you would have reached under and popped this under, you can't do that. It's all plastic covered to stop all the mud and crap from getting up into your car. So what do? Well, I use this spot, but don't tell anybody. Just the lip of the bonnet there, there's quite a large piece of metal. So you can take your tin, pop it under there, it sticks under the bonnet lid where you can reach in, grab it and get your key. And nobody would see it there. It's black. I think it's a more obvious place, but I know that one or two other people do this. They take the key, the petrol filler cap, pop it in there. If it's black, it's going to disappear anyhow. And you can close the door. Nobody will know it's there, in theory. Obviously, every car is different, so you have to find your best hidey spot. You may even make a place on your car to hide things. I've even seen people use those little master locks where they need a combination to get into it, to get your key out. And having that somewhere hidden about your car is a very good idea. Anyhow, there you are. That's it again for another week. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will let you know how my little garden shed office studio thing comes along. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of footage of them, of people building that, and then I'll continue with it over time. Anyhow, don't forget, subscribe, comment, ring that little bell, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye bye for now.